Well, this camp different than another? New coaching staff, different attitude. I'm not saying better or worse, just different.
Everything. I went home the other night and I was talking to a few of my family, and I was talking to them. They're like, "Well, how's camp going for you?" And I was like, "It's like year one. Everything's new defense, new coaches, new players, same field, same old gold and blue, but it's different, you know." So.
You've been around long enough. The NCAA rules have changed somewhat on you in terms of camp. Does camp seem as hard as it did in the early days?
Yeah, so as you age, like just taking NCAA rules out of it. First off, it's different as you get older. A lot of times, like you're just trying to jump on the horse per se as soon as you get here. But now it's nitpicking at the little things, and so some of those improvements come from being nitpicky. So that's hard. So it's just a different type of tired now. On the NCAA portion, it's not easier nor is it harder. It's just different because when I first got here, we were able to bang more, and so your body was more sore, your body was more tired, but we had more off time because we needed it because we banged so much. Now there's a whole lot less off time. You can be here from 6:45 a.m. till 9:30 at night. Most of us are. But we're not banging as much. We're out there for an hour and a half, getting good work in, and we're here for some other stuff. So it's not good, bad. It's just different, and they're both just as exhausting, mentally, physically. They're just different.
You have to learn in a different way in terms of more film study, more classroom, because you're maybe not on the field quite as long, so you have to pick it up in a different way?
Absolutely. So since we have less time to practice, it's extremely imperative that we take what we learn in film and apply it immediately because we only get so much time on the field. So when we're on the field, it's time to implement our corrections instead of correct on the field. So it's a little bit tricky, and it's one of those things where you have to buy in and you have to be like, okay, I'm out here for an hour and a half. I have to give it 110%. I'm going to be tired after this, but that's what I have to do, and you have to implement it immediately.
Reese, you talk about corrections. What are some things that you think this defensive line still needs to correct over the next couple weeks?
Consistency. We see huge flashes of playing phenomenal, and then we'll see some flashes of maybe not bad, but not to our full potential. So I think that we've come a long way in being consistent because we're not, through the roof, and we're also not doing horrible at times, but I think that for us the major key to us improving and continuing on from here is consistency, and just bringing those lows not as low.
What have you seen out of Taj so far? What do you think he can add to this defense?
Oh, he's a phenomenal player. I could talk about everybody on the D-line as well and everybody at that position, but Taj specifically, he is very talented. He brings a lot to the table for us. He's a good speed guy, length, size, and for him just getting here, and I say just getting here as if he hasn't been here long, but this being his first year here, he's done very well. I think he has adapted to everything that's happened so far. He could be a very good player this year and in years to come. He's just got to keep improving.
Tell me a little bit about kind of taking the Stills brothers under your wing. I know you guys have that mentorship program, and they aren't necessarily your guys, but in talking with Darius, last week, he mentioned that when he was getting here, you were one of the guys that really sort of kind of took him under your wing.
Yeah, so my biggest thing is I might not be their big brother or however you want to put it, but I'm that old guy in the D-line room. I'm the leader on this team, and it is my responsibility to bring those guys along regardless of who it is. So the Stills brothers are my responsibility. Taj Alston is my responsibility. JJ and Jalen, they are my responsibility. So everything immediately falls upon me, and then it falls upon Coach Leslie and Coach Brett. So they always say, horrible teams, nobody leads, mediocre teams, coaches lead, and great teams, players lead. And so that's where we're at, and that's what I'm trying my best to do. It's not always easy, but I think that those players, Darius, Dante, Taj, Jeff's going to be here, all those guys, they're so talented and we're so deep that even when I leave and I'm done here, I think that we're going to be very, very good on the defensive line for a very long time, just because the culture is changing, the scheme is changing, and the coaches are finally putting their finger on exactly how they want it. So, but being able to take those guys under my wing and kind of show them the right way to do things, it means a whole lot to me, and I think that they're finally understanding the way that this team needs to go and how they are going to be influential even when I'm going.